You wake up every morning, shuffle to the kitchen, and pour yourself a warm glass of milk, just like you have done for the last 50 years. It feels right. It feels healthy. It feels like something your mother would approve of. But what if that one habit, that one simple, innocent, lifelong habit, is the very thing quietly stealing your energy, stiffening your joints, and clouding your mind after 60? I know that is hard to hear. I did not want to believe it either. It was an early morning in the mountains. I was sitting with an old monk, the kind of man whose silence speaks louder than most people's words. He watched me pour milk into my tea, said nothing for a long moment, and then looked at me with those calm, ancient eyes, and said, "After 60, that white liquid is no longer your friend. It is a burden your body is too tired to carry." I put the cup down slowly, and I listened. What he shared next, drawing from decades of Ayurvedic practice, and what modern science is now quietly beginning to confirm. This completely changed how I nourish this body of mine. And today, I am passing every word of it to you. Welcome back, dear friends. If you are over 60, or you love someone who is, what comes next in this video may be the most important thing you watch this year. Because we are not talking about some trendy diet advice. We are talking about a habit so deeply rooted in your daily life that you have never once questioned it. Until today. Fact 1. Your body quietly loses the ability to digest milk. The monk once told me, "A river that once flowed strong does not always flow the same way in its later years. It changes its path. So does your body." Here is what science confirms. As we age, our bodies gradually reduce the production of an enzyme called lactase. This enzyme is the key that unlocks milk sugar, also known as lactose, and allows your body to absorb it peacefully. But after the age of 60, most people produce significantly less of this enzyme. The result is that glass of milk you drink each morning, believing it is nourishing you, may be sitting heavily in your gut, causing bloating, discomfort, gas, and inflammation that you have simply accepted as normal aging. The tragedy is that millions of seniors around the world live with daily digestive discomfort and never connect it to their morning glass of milk. They blame old age, they blame stress, but the root is often right there in the kitchen. The wisdom here is simple. Listen to your body more than you listen to old habits. Fact 2. Milk may not be giving you the strong bones you think it is. This one, dear friends, is perhaps the most shocking. We were all raised on the belief that milk equals strong bones. Drink your milk, they said. Your bones need calcium, they said. And for decades, we obeyed without question. But here is what the monk pointed to, and what researchers in countries like Sweden and Japan have found through long-term studies. Populations that consume the most dairy do not necessarily have the strongest bones. In fact, some studies suggest that excessive milk consumption may increase oxidative stress in the body, a kind of inner aging, through compounds called D-galactose, which form during the breakdown of milk sugar. This does not mean calcium is not important. It absolutely is. But after 60, your body may absorb calcium far more efficiently from plant-based sources, sesame seeds, almonds, leafy greens like kale and amaranth, than from the glass of milk sitting on your breakfast table. The monk said it beautifully. Do not chase what was given to you as a child. Seek what your aged and wise body truly needs today. Fact 3. Milk creates mucus and inflammation in the aging body. In Ayurvedic medicine, one of the oldest healing systems on earth, milk is considered heavy, cold, and mucus-forming, especially when consumed by older individuals whose digestive fire, called Agni, has naturally dimmed with age. What does this mean in simple terms? When your body cannot fully process milk, it responds by producing excess mucus. This excess mucus does not just sit quietly, it settles in your respiratory system, your joints, your sinuses. Seniors who struggle with chronic congestion, frequent colds, stiff and aching joints, or persistent sinus issues often find dramatic relief simply by reducing or eliminating milk from their daily routine. Inflammation is the silent enemy of every aging body, and for many people over 60, milk quietly feeds that inflammation every single day without anyone realizing it. The monk would say, "Heal the fire within before you pour more water upon it." Fact 4. The hormones hidden inside commercial milk. This is the fact the food industry least wants you to think about. Modern commercial milk, the kind found in nearly every grocery store, comes from cows that are often pregnant or recently pregnant. Pregnant cows produce significantly elevated levels of natural hormones, including estrogen and progesterone, which pass directly into the milk. Now, for a young body, these trace hormones may not matter much. But for a body over 60, where your own hormonal balance is already shifting and delicate, regularly consuming these hormone-laden liquids can create disruptions in your endocrine system. Some researchers have linked high consumption of commercial dairy to increased risks of hormone-sensitive conditions in older adults. This is not fear-mongering. This is biology. If you do choose to continue drinking milk, consider switching to organic, grass-fed, or plant-based alternatives. Your hormonal health after 60 deserves that respect. Fact 5. There are far more powerful alternatives built for the aging body. Here is where wisdom turns into action, dear friend. The monk did not just warn me. He guided me toward better paths, and that is exactly what I want to do for you. After 60, your body thrives on warmth, ease, and gentle nourishment. Consider golden milk, made with turmeric, black pepper, and coconut or almond milk, a drink that has been used for thousands of years to reduce inflammation, support joint health, and calm the nervous system. Consider oat milk enriched with calcium and vitamin D, which your aging gut absorbs far more gently. Consider warm almond milk with a pinch of ashwagandha before bed, which supports hormonal balance, deep sleep, and muscle preservation. Seeds like hemp, chia, and flax carry more bioavailable calcium and omega-3s than most dairy products, and they come without the burden of lactose, hormones, or inflammation. The monk smiled as he handed me my cup of golden turmeric tea and said, "The body after 60 does not need more of the same. It needs gentler, deeper, wiser nourishment." Before we close today, I want to leave you with these final words from that wise old monk sitting in the mountains. He said, "After 60, every choice you make about food is not just about taste or tradition. It is a message you send to your body, a message of either awareness or ignorance. Choose awareness. Your remaining years are not a slow decline. They are an invitation to live more consciously than you ever have before." That stayed with me. I hope it stays with you too. If this video opened your eyes even a little, please share it with someone you love who is over 60. They deserve this knowledge. Drop in the comments. Do you still drink milk every day? Has anything changed for you after watching this? I would love to hear your journey. Until next time, breathe deeply, eat wisely, and walk gently through this beautiful life. Take care, dear friends.